What's going on YouTube? I thought I'd go through and show you all my tanks today. I've made a lot of changes and have fish moving around a little bit, so I thought I'd walk you through all the tanks and check out my fish room. Up top here, got some ram pairs. German blue ram. See male, female right there. Another pair over here. And they had just spawned today. So after this video, I'm going to go through and scrape those eggs out. These are 20 longs. Got another pair over here. Real big male. New to the tank, so he's coloring up still. He's pretty pale. Same with the female. And then there's another pair in the back. There they are. Some more German blue rams. So I got 4 pairs of those. Now this tank here is a bunch of fry. They're about 2 to 3 months, probably 2 months old. Lots of German blue rams. And some plecos as well, bristlenose. They're a cross from a super red and a long fin albino, so I'll be curious to see how they turn out. They're kind of like a gold. I'm going to hold on to them. I like the looks of those. Another 20 going long here with lots of rams. These guys are doing really well. Just fed them some flake food and some micro worms, so they're all swimming around. And they're about a month and a half old. Drop down to these tanks here. Have some like Delta Reds, guppies. A lot of the females I grew out, so they're so young. See, there's the mom, the larger one. Not many fry out of them yet. I think there's a few, but they're just getting mature, so I expect to have a lot soon. Here I have some blue half blacks. A few fry in there as well. Just have mops on the bottom for hiding places in moss. Run them all on a sponge filter, and the room's heated at about 80 degrees. Here's one of my favorite strains. It's a yellow half black guppy. So we got a young male right there. Lots of fry in the last week or two they've been dropping. A few females. And there's another male hiding out in the back with a large tail. See if he wants to come up. There he is. Over here some sunset guppies. Kind of a mix. I'm trying to get more yellow into them. You can see there's a red one in there too. Just trying to play around with it. There's a young male. It's all yellow. And some fries you see. I'm down here. A little more of a glare. These are like a yellow cobra. That's my main male. Kind of trying to work on these as well. Some of the other strains I've purchased, but these I've just kind of worked on through assorted guppies. There's some cool ones in there though. Tank to the left, another similar strain I'm working on, like a cobra, more of a red tail. That's my main male, and he's a lot larger body. Trying to not get real skinny males, so working on more size here and just leopard or like cobra pattern. There's a nice female there. If she wants to turn. Yeah. Here's a strain, the red lace snakeskin. Real nice male there. Bunch of it was 5 females, 2 males in this tank. And that's, you can see there's lots of fry in the back. They're probably 2 weeks old. Trying to stick with that number of about 2 males, 5 or 6 females, and 20 long. Once you start crowding them, you get less and less fry. And these are more of just some of my nicer reds. They're like an assorted red. I'm gonna cross them through my red deltas eventually. There's just 2 pairs in here and lots of fry. Down low, just a assorted fry. I've been putting them down here to grow out once there's too many. And then once they get a little larger, I'll bump them over. These bottom tanks are a little harder to see. Last 2 on this wall. This tank is all males. So these will be for sale, or any real nice ones I'll hold back and I'll bring back to the colony per se, or start a new strain. So there's a few males in there that are all adults. And this tank is a similar thing, but all females. So some younger ones, a few adults. But these are all females, so they've never been bred before. And if you walk over here, I've showed these in the past. This is all my ram starter like tumblers. So this jar here is a lot of like week or 2 old fry of rams. Doing really well. Just on the air stone, room's heated. Change the water 2 to like 5 times a week. Not every single day though. You could, but they do fine if you don't. Slightly larger ones in here, getting pretty crowded. Smaller spawn in the back. Large spawn here, they're getting way too big. I need to bump to a tank once I have the space. And then here, same thing as well. Bunch of germ blue rams. That's about like a 4 or 5 gallon. It's actually a critter keeper tank that holds water, and I just put a sponge filter in there recently that cleared up a whole lot. And then last but not least, I got 2 40-gallon breeders here. So I'll do the top tank first because I need to get a light on it, so it's a bit hard to see. But this 40-gallon up here is all kind of a colony of guppies. So they're going to be going nuts. I think they're getting fed. But there's males, females. I have some breeding bristlenose plecos in here. I'm trying to see if they're in their cage. I don't see them. But yeah. So I get babies out of this tank. I can sell out of this tank. I get different colors. I had a light on it last week, so once you get a light on it, it actually is a nice tank. Then down here is one of my favorites currently. A lot of about 3-month-old germ blue rams. Selling some tomorrow to the store. They've finally filled in with their bodies and getting color. I'll actually be taking about a dozen of these, mainly females. And I'm going to put them in my 55-gallon show tank, which I actually just redid. And I'll show you that last. So you can see 40-gallon breeders, probably at least 100 rams in here, if not more. And they're 3, almost going 4 months now. They're 4 months old exactly. They're first month, first day. And it's 4-3 now. So yeah, 4 months old. And you can grow them a little bit faster in about 3 months at this size, but with doing the water changes I do and the amount of feeding, they grow about this rate. It takes about 4 months. Bunch of moss growing, helps filter. Got the air stone. Especially when I do large water changes, that air stone will drop down and keep the water going whenever I get past the sponge filter. So they have plenty of oxygen. See a minute, look at this. Hanging over here, I have my 55-gallon. There's a cat over there also. So I'll walk around and show you. This is a wall tank. Just recently I had lots of pots in here for breeding. I stripped all the pots because I have enough breeders in my 20s. So now I have a white substrate. It's almost like a sand. It's a little thicker though. It's like a crushed rock. You can see I have some adult rams.